Okay, we're here with Erin Carson today, strength and conditioning coach for endurance athletes. She's going to lead me through some ViPR movements and kettlebell swings.
Awesome. So let's get started. Let me introduce you to a ViPR. So ViPR, four letters. Vitality, then there's an I, which I put in for inspiration, and then there's a P for performance, and then the R is rejuvenation. So what we're going to do with Frank today is use this ViPR to enhance full body connection so that when he's on the bicycle, he has a sense of freedom and strength. So this is how we get it going. The first thing we're going to do, Frank, is just get you grabbing the outside of the ViPR. So nice long handles. And the first thing I want you to do, Frank, before we start moving your lower body, is just take that up nice and high. And you can see the big rib cage he gets. Lats are nice and long. Take that back down. And just swing through that just 5 times. 2. And we're just looking to open up where he breathes from. 4 and 5. Now, the beauty of the ViPR is that it moves a little bit. So let's open up one side of the body with just a nice big side bend. There you go. And then take it to the other side. We'll just go 3 each side. 2. So this ViPR is only 4K, so it's a little less than 10 pounds. It's a very easy home gym. Good and good. Nice. All right, so just relax that for just a second. So the next thing we're gonna do, Frank, let's use the mat here and just down onto one knee. Good.
Oh, wait.
Get onto the mat. Yeah. There you go. Okay, ViPR overhead, nice and high, long handles. Good. From right there, let's bring your front foot back just a little bit. So you're at 90-90. 90 degrees here, 90 degrees in the back leg. Keep your big toe tucked under, and all I want you to do is stand straight up. 1, and then back down. Good. We call this a split squat. 2, but lots of big opening with the ribs. 3, 4, just go 1 more. 5, come down onto one knee, switch knees. Relax your upper body. Woo. So as I'm sitting here on the side, and Frank, I'm gonna have you face out the window here. And I want you to watch with me here and watch what we see with Frank. Both hands up and just go ahead and stand straight up. And if you can see, I don't know if you can see from that angle, but he's got a big lordotic curve in his low back. And that's not a bad thing, that's a healthy thing. But at the same time, it's telling me that he has an anterior tilt in his pelvis. Is that 4? Mm-hmm. Is that 5?
I don't know.
Okay, 1 more. Oh. And we want to try and get him out of that anterior tilt a little bit. Good. All right, so Frank, lay on your back really quick. If you're following along, you're welcome to do this as well. Pull both knees into your chest. And that should feel great, right? Now just hold onto your right knee, straighten your left. And just let that left leg all the way down. Now switch sides. This is called hip decoupling, and we're just creating some freedom between the 2 sides of his pelvis. Hit both sides. That's it. And that should be getting easier and easier. So picture this on your bicycle, that this hip decoupling needs to be really free and have a lot of freedom to it. Good? And 1 more. Good. All right, so back up. We'll go back to work with the ViPR. Now you can see we've got 3 different sizes. There's actually many sizes of ViPR, but when we do tilting, we can go a little bit heavier. So I'm gonna give him an 8K ViPR. So let's just take that to the side, side of the mat there. 2 feet right together. And you're gonna step left in a big lateral step and reach. Good, that's it. Right back, and let's just go 5 reps. You guys, when we do programming with this, we'd probably have you do 10 or 15. And go ahead and start to rotate a little bit more with that, Frank, so your back arm goes up. Give me 2 more. There you go. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good. Switch to the other side. So he's got a little bit of load, which will fire up some muscles. Go 3 without and then 3 with a nice big rotation. 2, 3. Now start to rotate. Yes. 1, 2. Good. And 3. Awesome. Okay, so last time we did hip decoupling, we did it on the mat. This time, I just want you to just stand and just grab alternating knees. 1, good. Then the other side. 2, good. 3, and just 1 more of those. Awesome. Okay, so you can see there's 2 handles here. We had Frank grabbing the long handles. This time, we're gonna grab the shorter handles. Good. And before we start lunging with this, let's just take a nice split stance. And from right here, let's take the ViPR onto your back hip. And all you're gonna do is swing it across the body and go ahead and load onto your front leg. Yep. And then load onto your back leg. And just weight shift back and forth. 2, 3, and start to reach your back arm higher. Back arm. 5, 6, there you go. Start opening up your chest. 7. If we can get you guys breathing better, you're gonna be pretty happy. Good, 1 more. Nice, good coach. Okay, same thing other side. Helping getting the rib cage open, beautiful. Frank's gonna see this in the effort through the coaching. With the data, you start to see less effort, more work. 4, big open rib cage. 5, good, let's just go 1 more of those. Good, now let's turn that into a back lunge. So scoot a little bit forward in front of the mat. You're gonna take this on your right hip, and as you go down, you throw it over your left shoulder. It's a lot like throwing a bottle of water or a bucket of water over your shoulder. Nice big, yes, good. Step back, let's go 6 of them. 2, and you see this length right here? This is good stuff. 4, that's a long psoas muscle. 5, good. 1 more. 6, beautiful. Same thing other side.
Let me catch my breath.
I know, it's pretty darn good.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just get that nice long stride, good. 1, right arm nice and high. Yes, 2, nice big rib cage. 3, 4, 5, taking my life into my hands here. 6, nice job. All right, so that's a little bit of an example of using a tool that I use a lot with my professional athletes. I use it a lot with my amateur athletes, but we use all different sizes of ViPR. We can use the heavier ones in a carry to really work single leg, strength work, anything to build lower body. There's a myriad of things we can do with these ViPRs, but it makes for a very clean, easy home gym.
They're diabolical.
Right?
Diabolically good.
My other tool that we really like to use a lot, especially with our cyclists, and I'm just going to give you a moderate kettlebell. So I'm going to put you here, Frank, because I think that you're going to feel great when we're done with this. So we put the kettlebell, we're going to work Frank into a kettlebell swing today. So let's go into a nice wide stance, 2 times shoulder width in front of the kettlebell.
Okay.
Go all the way and just be on the mat. I think it's a good angle.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so the kettlebell is now just behind his heels. What I want you to do, Frank, take a big breath so that you drive your hips back into a big hip hinge and reach both hands back to the kettlebell. And I want you to just work your breath. See how he moved it forward? I'm gonna grab that. There you go.
Oh,
you want that big
more.
stretch. Yeah, 5, 4, work your breath, 3, 2, and then come up without the kettlebell. Good. So when you go into that big hip hinge, you're getting a big stretch, you're getting a nice tilt, but you're working a hip hinge. That's the goal. Go back again, grab with 2 hands, work your breath. 1, and 1 more. Good, and then come up without it. Now we're gonna go single arm, so he's just gonna reach down and we get a little bit more of that hip decoupling. So when he reaches with his right hand, he gets a little bit of rotation through his hips, and that's fine. 3, 2, 1, come up without it. And now the other arm. I think you get what I'm talking about. So we always want to give you a nice, we want to establish the length, and then we're gonna load the length. Okay, come back out of that. Because ultimately, you guys, you're performance athletes, you're cyclists, and we don't ever want to hurt you in the gym. Nobody ever comes back if we hurt them. Okay, so let's go down with 2 hands, grab it, stand up with it. Now, many ways to kettlebell swing. There's not really a wrong way, but for us as cyclists, we want to preserve this quad as much as we can. So when we do the kettlebell swing, I want you to keep your knees pretty straight. So we're diving the chest down and just letting the kettlebell swing, and then the hip drive to the front. And let's swing that kettlebell all the way up and let it just, that's it. Let it take you. I need to give you a heavier kettlebell. 3, don't be so controlling. 4, 5, it's always hard to train coaches. 5, there he goes. Hip drive, pop your hips through. 6, there you go.
Whoa,
7,
no,
see, power.
Okay, hold on.
It's a light kettlebell. Frank needs a little bit more. Pop, hips, hips. There it goes. Go 3 more with 2 arms, but then we want to work the hip decoupling. We're not professional kettlebells. We're going to be professional cyclists. Right arm only. Pop, let the hips bring it through. 2, 1 more. 3, change arms. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 1 more. And 5, good. So the bottom line, we want to get stronger, but step 1, when you start a good strength and conditioning program, is to just open your body up, get access to what you've spent all summer building, and as we go into the winter, then we're going to have a place to really launch from, right? So Vipers, yay, good tool. We've got a code for you for that, save you a little bit of money. Kettlebells, hard to find, order them today. They'll be here in a couple weeks.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank you.
And remember to FTFP.
Right?